I'd like to welcome y'all to the fourth episode of the Inspired Purpose Podcast. I'm your host, Chauncey, my co-host, Blue Cheese.
What up, dude?
Today we got a special guest, my sister, Miranda Jones. Thank you for coming on the show.
Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all for inviting me on here.
We definitely.
Yeah, so let's start off. Tell everybody where you're from.
Of course, I'm from 8 Mile for sure all day. 8 Mile and Mile to be exact.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
The hood. The hood. That's what we call it. When we talk to each other, we say the hood.
Right. So what was it like growing up for you on 8 Mile a Mile?
Man, unique. I'll say that, a unique hood. It was real unique. Not most, like most hoods. Everybody, go through things in the hood, but I learned a lot of things over there. I ain't even gonna lie. Just from sticking together. We always stick together. That's definitely one thing I can say about our hood. Even though we might buck it out, we stick together. You know what I'm saying? It was a little, drama between one side and the other side. You know how that go. They call it the across the drive niggas,
Yeah.
or across the bridge, because I stayed in different hoods when we lived on Keaton.
Right.
We called it across the bridge because it was a bridge. But yeah, it was real unique. What other questions? You want to dive in deep? I don't know exactly.
Yeah,
what you want to.
like unique in what way? Like what set out 8 Mile a Mile from other neighborhoods that you've been to or that you've been a part of or you've seen?
One thing I realized, like as the age that I am now, like we didn't have spots in our hood.
Right.
We never really had spots if you really think about it. Like we had chill spots, like houses that we hung out at. We really didn't have spots where, in some hoods they would have spots and tear the houses up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Our hood wasn't like that. They was off the hip.
You mean spots in trap houses?
Trap houses.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't have those. We didn't. Did we?
No, right.
We didn't have those. We had people off the hip, they on the corner, like the 60s and the 70s,
Right.
It wasn't like how it is now, they have trap houses now where they risking
they tore the neighborhood down with them.
tore them down, burning them up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Our hood wasn't like that. It was like we kept our houses,
with each other.
but I don't know if it was because it was closer to 8 Mile. If that was the reason why, I don't know.
Right.
But we just didn't have spots.
Okay.
So I feel like that was the unique part about our hood because we was always outside.
Right.
Everybody always outside at all times. It was never no inside thing. You gotta wait to go behind closed doors to see it all. You know what I'm saying? We seen it all right there. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little different,
So obviously you grew up in a drug infested neighborhood. Like have you ever tried to sell drugs before, or you
Of
dated
course.
anybody who had?
Of course.
All right, so tell us about your experience.
Well, we call it ganking heads.
Oh, so you ganked the head. Break down what a ganking head is, just in case they don't know what that is, though.
Yeah, ganking heads is where we used to take cocoa butter and peanuts and put them in a freezer and chop them up. You might get some real dope. You know what I'm saying? If we had enough to go buy a teeth, but we would still mix it up and gank heads. The crackheads pull up on the side street. You go over there with your hood on, and you know what I'm saying? You put your hand out there. You put your hand out there, and they will take it. And then, the real drug dealers, the real ones, they mad at me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got bro like me, y'all ganking heads. Yeah, I just heard y'all was ganking heads, man, go inside. I'm like...
So speaking of bro, so what, your brother, he was selling drugs?
Yeah, he started off, I want to say at least like 14, 15 maybe. You know what I'm saying? Is probably when he probably really got out in the, you know, in the streets on the corner because he seen, you know, the older niggas out there hustling, and he wanted a little money to be able to do whatever he probably wanted to do. And I mean, my mom and dad was drug dealers, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I was born into it. You know what I'm saying? My mom and dad, the feds was on my daddy head, the reason why we in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a drug dealer.
So where did y'all migrate from?
From Louisiana.
Okay, from Louisiana.
Yeah, from Louisiana.
So how different is Louisiana from Michigan? And which one do you like better? If you had to choose, which one would you choose?
I'm a city girl.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But at heart, I'm a country girl.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the city lights. You know what I'm saying? And if I was to live in the country, I wouldn't want to stay in the country by myself.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so that's the only thing. But other than that, I can say, like, the hustling is a little different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got people down there selling weight versus crumb. I call it crumb hustling because, you know, they chopping up rocks. They crumb hustling, you know what I'm saying? Versus, you know, selling bricks or, you know what I'm saying, ounces at a time, you know? So I feel like that's the difference when it comes to the dope game, you know?
So being that you grew up in an environment where your parents sold drugs or your brother sold drugs, and then you eventually try to sell drugs but started ganking heads, how do you feel like that had kind of shaped and molded you into coming into your teenage years?
My teenage years was a little, like, fast. I can say that because at 15, I was dating someone that was like 8, 9 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, my mom and dad, of course, you know, they wasn't going for it. You know, dad then pulled out a 12 gauge.
Right.
Had a nigga front door, like, bring my daughter up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I can relate to what's going on with the young girls dating, you know, older guys now. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, me even being the age that I am now, I have teenager nieces. Of course, I wouldn't want them to talk to a grown man. Right. Of course, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's just how my parents was looking at it then. But of course, I wasn't looking at it like that. I'm thinking like this, I got me somebody ready to take care of me, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I was molded to want a family at an early age because that's all I knew. That's all I had, my mom, my dad, my siblings. So sometimes I tell people that even the good things that you do around your kids can have them make decisions in their lives that will affect it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like me, all I knew was family is like, that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I had an urge to have my own family at an early age. That's why I wanted to date a man that was older than me and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It comes from that. That's, you know.
So looking back in retrospect and being that it's a lot of young girls out here, to name a few, London Thomas, God bless her soul, Naziah Harris, which, you know, we still keep in hope that she may be alive. Do you feel like, because in a sense they was groomed because they was dealing with older men, do you feel like you was groomed in the relationship you was in? And would you, if you can go back and change anything, would you have not been in a relationship with a guy who was 8, 9 years older than you at 15 years old?
I wouldn't say I would. I wouldn't be where I'm at now, like mentally. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like God wanted me to experience that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I had to go through that to get to where I'm at. I don't feel like I was like groomed into that. I feel like that was something that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't forced, you know what I'm saying, to do it at all. It's just looking at my mom and dad. My dad not 8, 9 years older than my mom.
Right.
So it's like once I started, you like, hey y'all, you 8. You know what I'm saying? It was like they really couldn't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because of course I was being rebellious about the situation. But then when I became 16 and 17, I'm like, look at y'all age difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My dad is 72. If my mom was still living, she would have been 63.
Right.
You know, so
So
I wouldn't be here if, you know what I'm saying,
right, if
if
they
y'all
didn't do
didn't
that.
do what y'all did.
Right.
So I feel like it's a generational curse. That's just, I feel like it's just, the cycle keeps repeating. You know what I'm saying? Even with my son, his first girlfriend was a year older than him. Me having a child, I was a year older than my baby daddy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, things in my life, I feel like it's a pattern, and it's a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you say that you got a son. At what age did you have your son?
21.
At 21.
Yep, I was 21 years old, 2006. He was a Thanksgiving baby.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? 2006. And his, like I said, his dad is, you know, he probably ain't been as active as he should be, but he's never been absent. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Do y'all have a pretty good relationship, and what caused y'all to split up?
We never was really in a relationship. It was more
A
so
situationship.
yeah, because I was with the guy that I was with from the time I was 15 to I was 21.
Mm.
Right before my 21st birthday. You know what I'm saying? Broke up with him for 2 months and got pregnant. He hated it.
Wow.
He hated it so bad. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, you know what I'm saying, I be feeling like he just wished that would have been his baby. You know what I'm saying? Even after I had my son, we still try to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, when I found out I was pregnant, that was the first person I went and told, like, I do not want this baby.
Mm.
I said, I'm about to have a baby by somebody I don't even know, trying to prove to you that you ain't the only one that could love me. But now I'm in a situation with somebody that I don't even know.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it was deep.
So you feel like that was your karma then for trying to go mess with somebody out of spite?
Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But he was still willing to still be with me after that. Like, him and his mama was at the hospital because my son's dad was in the county jail when I had my son. So Kevin and Vivian was there at the hospital when Devon came out. They was trying to see if the baby looked like him.
Wow, that's deep.
They had to send the instructions in there.
So, I mean, in my opinion, just listening to the story, it seemed like, because as a man, I wouldn't want to date no woman who got pregnant by another man, because I feel like, you know, you giving birth to somebody else's nation, but it seems as if he loves you unconditionally. So why did you feel the need to prove a point to him? Like,
because you know, it was like we was fighting. Some abusive physical stuff was going on, and I really, you know what I'm saying, like, when he couldn't have his way, because of course I'm 8 years younger than you, and even at 15 I still felt like I didn't get a chance to really live my teenage life because I was trying to cater to a man, you know what I'm saying, that was 8 years older than me. So I really never got a chance to really live a teenager life. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see kids in high school, I be like, damn, y'all going through this? Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I really never got a chance to experience a childhood, teenage life, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
So, how long did the physical abuse?
I want to say from the time I was 17 to like 20.
And what was like your initial reaction? Like, did he just smack you, punch you, slam you?
One time he tried to whoop me with a belt, bro.
Wow.
And that was like the very first time, and I was like, oh no. I think y'all used to come when he had the little weight bench downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
He used to have people coming over lifting weights. I don't know what he got mad. I can't even remember what he got mad about. But that man tried to pull out a belt and whoop me with a belt.
Wow.
Like, I was really a kid. Like, I'm about to whoop you like a kid. I'm like, really? I stopped talking to him for probably about 4 weeks. You know, sometimes, like, when he act out, I got to give him a break. But he be mad, like, looking in bushes. And you know, probably witnessed some of the stuff that I went through, you know what I'm saying? But looking through bushes, knocking on windows, throwing rocks at windows, all type of weird stuff. Like, come on now. Even still to this day, like, bro, I just, even our conversations on the phone, it's getting a little better because it's like, I only talk to him every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Just call, check on him. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Or he'll call me or whatever. But even when my mom died, that was the man that was sitting right next to me when my mom took her last breath. Not a brother, not a sister, not a nobody. That man was sitting right next to me when my mama took her last breath.
Wow. That's deep. All right, so let's go to so you had your child in 2006, right? And you're going through life, and so what is life like after that? Are you attending school, anything?
No, I was really pretty much helping my sister because my sister was a pregnant teenager. She was 15 when she had her first baby.
Wow.
And I was 17. So me as the big sister, you know what I'm saying, I had to make sure my sister was straight because she wanted to finish school. You know what I'm saying? But she really couldn't finish school because, you know, she had to be a mom. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, my mom, you know how Miss Jones was. She ain't, you got to go to school, you got to do something, or you got to get out. That's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I had to be a big sister. Started my child care business at 18 and got a child care provider ID number. Start watching her kids for her so she can go back to school, and then we can still have money because she was getting welfare. On top of me being able to get the babysitting check, we was able to pay rent and live together and make things happen. You know what I'm saying? That way. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, I'm 2 years younger than my sister. So she had her second child at 17.
You 2 years older?
Yeah, I'm 2 years. Okay. You know, she's 2 years younger than me.
2 years younger than you, okay.
But she had her second child at 17. Her second child. You know, she had Leon at 15. She had DJ at 17.
Wow, so she a teenage mom with two children
with two
at the age
kids,
of 17.
At the age of 17.
Was she ever able to finish school?
She went back and got her GED. Yeah. She went back. Out of all of us, me and my sister is the only two that finished school.
And how many siblings you got?
I got 5 siblings. I got an older brother we all 2 years apart. He would have been 42 if he was still living. He got killed in 2017. I'm 40. My sister's 38. And the twins will be 36, 37. The day after Christmas.
Okay.
Because they was born at the end of 88. So they like a year and some months. Well, she got like a year and some months. Not exactly 2 years, but yeah.
Okay, so now your sister, she a teen mom at 17. You start your own business at 18. Did you choose to go back to school to try to further your education?
Yeah, I went back to school in 2003. I got a medical assistance. I went to bills and trades. I stayed in school. Like bills and trades, computer technology, like I said, real estate. I done got so many different certificates, but now I'm working on my bachelor's. I got my associates, but yeah, I've been in school. I just never stopped. I never gave up. And Brandon Moore is one of the ones that definitely inspired me to keep going. Because he always used to talk shit. You're going to be a dummy. You're going to be a dummy. You're going to be a dummy. I'm like, boy, shut the hell up. Go to school. Go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my inspiration, definitely, because I just keep here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Or you're going to be a dummy. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of motivated me, because even when Tanya, you know, man, Tanya used to be like this. Mm-hmm. When, was it Henry passed away? You remember Henry?
Yeah, I remember Henry, yeah.
When he passed away, it's like my friend lost her mind. Even now. You see her on the internet? I still be feeling like my friend she ain't mentally right. So it's like, at that time, like I said, this is when Brandon, you know, he used to go over to Tanya's house, get his hair done or whatever. He used to be like, man, you gonna keep hanging around Red, You gonna be dumb as hell.
Right.
So that I definitely, like I said, Brandon was definitely one of my people that inspired me to stick with school and stay in school. Definitely.
So what was your relationship like with your older brother?
We was cool. That was my best friend. Like my best friend. Like even till now, like even when he was in Kentucky, the mom used to call me at 5 in the morning. We be on the phone at 5 in the morning. I think that's why right now to this still day, I still get up at 5 in the morning. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He called at 5, my mama calling at 6. You know what I'm saying? But like that was my best friend. That's the first person I looked up to. Whatever he did, I did. You know what I'm saying? I was really like his little brother, little sister. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you say in 2017 your brother passed. Like, what happened?
I still really don't know. I guess he went to a friend's house, and I guess another friend of the guy that he was there visiting said something to Damone or looked at him the wrong way or something, and they exchanged words, and he pulled out up the gun on him. Damone ran in the bathroom, and he shot through the door one time and killed him.
Mm.
That was a story that was told to me. So still, I don't know the story.
Wow.
Other than what, you know what I'm saying? Because the person that could tell the story is dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He would have been able to tell the story if he would have lived. But he dead and gone. So the person that really could tell the story that I would believe is gone. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe nothing else. You could tell me what, you know what I'm saying, could have happened, but the person that I would have believed would have been my brother, and he's no longer here. So I still don't know.
So being that you looked up to your older brother, how did that change the dynamic of your family when he passed?
It kind of went down. Even with my mom, I feel like that took my mom out. It kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like made her not want to fight to live no more. You know what I'm saying? Her health. One of my brothers, one of the twins, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he mentally lost it. And I mean, it's only 3 of us standing, I feel like, at this point, you know, mentally and physically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he may be physically still, you know what I'm saying, standing, but like mentally, he not here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, me as the big sister, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went and picked his daughters up and spent time with them. They need that.
Right.
You know? But it definitely, the dynamics, I mean, but if you really think about it, I feel like me and my family been so close knitted for so long. I can really say, like, me not talking to my siblings every day is okay with me. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been so close for so long, you know what I'm saying? And we've been so tight knitted. Like, some siblings can't go a day without talking to their siblings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
it ain't no love lost. I'm gonna pick up the phone. Hey, bro called me the other day with some crap. You know what I'm saying? I love that my siblings call me when they need me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no constant, you know what I'm saying, thing like how people have these expectations of
Right.
their siblings and
Right.
things like that. I don't get that from my siblings. And I
So
love
so
that.
you don't mind the space. You okay with the
I'm
space?
okay with the space.
Yeah,
I'm
you
okay
don't
with
feel
that.
like somebody obligated to call every day because you understand
They
that everybody
got
is
their
living
own
life.
life. Yeah, they got their own lives. They living life. They being parents and, you know, being friends and being men and women to whatever situation that they want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with, you know, them calling me when they need me because that's what family is supposed to be for.
For adversity.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
For adversity.
Yeah.
So you said that your mother's health had started to decline once your brother passed. Tell us a little bit about Miss Jones.
That lady, that lady is a mug. Man, I kind of miss my mom. I really do. You know what I'm saying? But, I gotta miss my mom, definitely. She with me though every day. I talk to her every day. She on my mantelpiece. I got jewelry when I'm not, even like for my graduation. I wore the bracelet that she died in. Her energy is still there. Like, even though she physically not here, her energy is still here.
Yeah.
She showed me signs that she around. Flickering her lights. All type of stuff. Like, even after she died, she came and knocked on the door. When Brandon died, he came and knocked on the door. Like, Damone died, he came and knocked, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the energy shows me that they still here. You know what I'm saying? Just point blank period. But my mom was a motherfucker. She ain't gonna hold you up. She gonna shoot. Just know that.
Yeah,
she definitely gonna shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like it was a time right before Brandon died. The mom was going through some stuff with the guys in the neighborhood or whatever. They had a fight out there, and they basically like had pulled guns or whatever on the mom. My mom walked through the crowd. She said, "Y'all gonna have to kill me. Y'all gonna have to kill him in front of me." Like, and had him walk right out the crowd, right in the house. Do you think they came and did something? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was a gangster.
Yeah.
Point blank period. You know that. She gonna die by her kids. She loved her kids. If she didn't do, she the only child. My mama taught me how to be tough. My daddy taught me how to love. He had seven brothers and 7 sisters. So my dad taught me how to love. My mama taught me how to be tough. All right, she was the only child. She ain't know nothing but to stand up for herself. Always taught me never be scared to die. That's just what it was. I mean, yeah.
And she actually lived by that. And Miss Jones, she went out the way that she wanted to go out. She didn't go out scared.
Yeah, she chose to leave here.
Yeah.
She chose to leave. My mom could have still been here. She chose to leave. She wanted to go and see what was, you know what I'm saying, after this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. And I was upset. Like, you just gonna leave me? You ain't, she like, girl, bye. She said, I'm going to see my father. And that was, she said, call her pastor. Called her pastor. And the next morning she passed. She went on. Yeah. But she wasn't scared to die. She wasn't scared. You know, some people cling on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they know, like, they cling on. She just was ready. It was like she was at peace.
And what was the process like for you, like trying to internalize and like, man, I'm about to witness my mother pass form in front of me, like?
She was already sick, you know what I'm saying? And I was mentally preparing myself already. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, down to the end, this lady is funny. Like, even when she got her leg cut off, she called me. She like, how you feel about your mom having a leg gone? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she was like, no, well, not a leg gone. She was like, how you feel about your mama being handicapped? That was her word. And I was like, you still got your hands, don't you? And she started laughing because, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to, keep her spirits up because it's like, when she got her leg cut off, she just basically was like, I ain't gonna be able to do nothing for myself. And I knew my mama, she's so independent because she's the only child.
Right.
I knew that would mentally affect her. You know what I'm saying? And then when she first got sick, I was the only one. I didn't have no siblings helping because everybody was living their own life and doing them. I stopped school. I quit my job. Everything. But then it got to a point where I was like, damn, is somebody gonna help? Is somebody gonna come around? And like, nope, you don't. So at the end, my sister was the one that was, you know what I'm saying, taking on the responsibility. Because, that lady was crazy.
Yeah, Miss Jones was.
She spoiled as hell. She want ice, weed every day.
Mm-hmm.
Even when she was in the She like, you smell like weed. You got some weed? I said, Ma, you can't smoke in here. You gonna smoke in these people's building? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can't smoke in here. Like, you want some weed? Like, you can't smoke in here. She like, you ain't got no gummies. You ain't got no. I'm like,
something to take me away, please.
You know what I'm saying? Like, down to her the last day. I mean, she was just full of joy. Always kept me laughing. Like, that's the main thing I miss about my mom. Just her making jokes. You know what I'm saying? Girl, gone. That was her favorite thing. Like, girl, gone. Yes, I miss her though, definitely. But she definitely still in spirit with me. Energy, always there.
Yeah, I miss Miss Jones too. She was actually like a second mom to me, and really took me as like her second son. And surprisingly, as stubborn as she would listen to me. But I think the last time she got mad at me because I think she had made a post about you, and I asked her to take it down, and she didn't talk to me for like 3 months. She was like, "I'm gonna take it down," but she was like, "Listen, you don't understand." I'm like, "Miss Jones, just take it down, please." And I ain't heard from her for like 3 months, but it was always love there.
But I feel like my mom used to put a lot of responsibility on me because she knew I would be the one by her side when she took her last breath. That's just what it was. So I feel like I never had a chance to fuck up.
Right.
Never. Siblings, they had their chances to fuck up. Me, you know better. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know better. So I felt like out of all my siblings, I was never that one that she gave a chance to fuck up. She was always on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she already knew. Hold the fork down. I was the second child, not the first, not the oldest. But of course, you know, the mom.
Right.
He was hard head. He gonna do whatever he wanna do. You know what I'm saying? They knew I would be the one to listen. You know what I'm saying? Even my dad. That is what it was. Yep.
So what's the relationship like with your father?
Oh, that's my hero. That's definitely my hero for sure. Like, I had just called him probably about, I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago. And I was just like doing some family background, just looking for different stuff. I was like, Dad, in 1972, they said they arrest you for disturbing of the peace. What was you doing? He told me something, where you read that at? I was like, I went and pulled up a newspaper, and it said Randy Self, such and such, such and such, disturbing the peace. I'm like, what did you do? He told me some girl, I can't remember that far back. I said, yeah. I said, you was acting like you really was a good guy, but you really was out here, you know what I'm saying, causing trouble. He told me some, I don't remember none of that. But yeah, my dad, my hero though. He taught me never to hold my hand out for a man. Always, but taught me how to cater to a man too. You know what I'm saying? But just never hold my hand out for a man. Always be able to make your own money, stay in school, like, because, you know, my dad had to work in the cotton field. Okay? He didn't have a chance to go to school. So that's why I always feel like school was important to me, because my mom graduated high school. She went to Job Corps in Albuquerque, Mexico. My mama experienced a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, when it came to like traveling or whatever. But she didn't go to college. She took a trade and got her clerical, you know what I'm saying, where she did clerical for so long. But my dad didn't graduate the 8th grade, but he's smart.
Wow.
He self-taught himself, like reading a dictionary. You know what I'm saying? The 3 oldest kids, because he's 11 months. He got a brother, Eugene, which is the oldest out of 16. And then it's the twins. And then he's 11 months after the twins. So they not even a whole year apart. Him and his twin sisters is 11 months apart. So the 3 oldest kids had to going to cotton field. They had to go work in the cotton field. And then my dad used to tell me stories about how the slave masters, you know what I'm saying, used to whoop their kids because they be like, y'all gonna let the niggas outpick y'all. So the white kids used to get their ass beat too. So like when I hear people be saying this racist stuff, I'm like, y'all gotta go get them stories from the people that really was living that life. Like we can read a book, but go talk to the people that really like worked in the cotton fields and had to deal with all of that stuff. Like my daddy would be like definitely somebody y'all would want to interview, you know what I'm saying, to be able to tell y'all some things. But yeah, like, and I feel like that's probably what made the white kids hate the niggas. Because they would get their ass beat if the niggas outpicked them.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like school was always important to me because my dad never had a chance to go. He had to go work in the cotton field. You know what I'm saying? He was born in 53. People like, oh, he worked in the cotton field. My mom worked in the cotton field too.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that was a time where it was still segregation and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. My dad grew up, he was born in 53, so like the 60s and the 70s is, you know what I'm saying, during the time he grew up. But 8th grade, what did you, 12, 13?
Yeah.
12.
So 53, 63, that was in 63,
Right.
literally. You know what I'm saying? Because he's born in 53.
So, what's your relationship like with your son? How old is your son now?
I talked to him earlier, getting on him earlier. You know what I'm saying? Just doing some things that I don't agree with. And of course, me being his mother, you know what I'm saying? Kids think because they grown, you know what I'm saying? You just not supposed to care. Like,
Right.
I don't care that you grown. Even me, you see how my mama was acting towards me?
Mhm.
Even though I was grown, she still felt like of course, she's still my mom. That title don't change. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She still can put me in my place and tell me the correct thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling him, like, yeah, you need to stop doing that. And he like, you don't care about me. I said, well, why I don't care about you? Why? I said, if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't be calling. You know what I'm saying? But you know how boys is. I only got one. And I'm learning. He 19, you know what I'm saying? But I try to tell him just watching people that even yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go through things that really didn't have to go through because I feel like anger is a big issue with the world.
Yes.
Everybody mad.
Yes.
Everybody mad. Everybody is mad. Like, what are you mad for? I don't understand it. Like, you ain't got no money? Make some money. Get some money. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want you to go rob nobody and kill nobody. I'd rather for you to stand on the corner and sell people poison because that's all you're doing is selling people. But you're still ruining families.
Right.
Doing that. So, it's like, make a way. People make excuses to the way, they live. You don't have to live the way you live. You can get a job. You can make a job. Cutting grass. Like, people feel like they too good for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They too good to cut grass, throw newspapers. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they too good for any type of job. They gotta have.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's like we cut grass and shovel snow.
Yeah.
When snow days used to come,
We used to love it.
we
That
used
was
to
our
love
payday,
it. That was
yeah.
payday for us.
Everybody
Do you see kids out there with shovels?
Never.
It was 5 of us. Do you know how quick it used to be to knock out one house? I get the sidewalk, bro get the driveway. You feel me? Come on now. Like, we all hitting a little spot.
But those was our times, I believe. These new times.
It's new times.
They want to learn how to stream and stuff on the video games and chill.
And that's okay.
And scam. They
Mm-hmm.
want to scam. It's crazy. But ain't no outside babies in these times. The only thing we can do is try to figure out a method to try to learn what they own. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Because we got the best of both worlds, in my opinion. Because
Me,
we got-
yeah, we do.
Yeah,
We do.
we do.
And we
But
get the best of both worlds.
I kind of feel like the downfall of our children is kind of solely on us because I feel like we try to shield them from the things that we went through, and by doing so,
Yes.
we enabled them from really maturing and growing
Really?
up. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I sheltered Devon for so long, and then when he did get out there and get a taste of the, he went crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody.
He went crazy. I'm talking about crazy.
Just enough leeway for them.
Crazy.
Just enough, you know what I mean? But you just only thing you
And
can
then-
do is equip them with the, you know.
But
right
the
things
stuff
to
that he
do.
got a high school diploma.
Okay.
I made sure of that because my three brothers didn't get a high school diploma, but I made sure that my mama 3 grandsons, they all got it. Leon, Quez, and him, her 3 oldest grandsons, all got their high school diploma, all got driver's license. Leon, you know what I'm saying? He a good guy. He about to have a baby. He about to make me a great aunt.
Oh, for real? That's what's up.
Yep. DJ, he called me every weekend, auntie, can you put this bet in for me? That's a sport bet. I don't know where you be getting all this money from. I be like, bro, where you work at? He be like, auntie, I can't gamble. Go on, put this bet in for me. Of course, me being auntie, I'm gonna put the bet in for him and put the little extra 30%
Boost
for
on
him.
it.
That's funny to say.
But yeah, I love my nephews, you know what I'm saying? And my son, but you know, Devon Hardhead, he gonna learn though. You know, he gotta bump his head.
Yeah, true indeed.
You know, I had to bump my head.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? When it came to, because all of the stuff that my mama told me, I had to endure it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you so dumb. Mama was telling you, now that I'm the age that I'm, everything that she said was true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that she said was true. It's just that you gotta bump your head and learn and, you know what I'm saying, understand it from your perspective because we're not seeing it from their perspective. You know what I'm saying? We gotta bump our head, go through it, learn from it, and then see it from their perspective and ours at the same time. Like, oh, this is what they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to trip over something or watch you trip over something, Chauncey, and then trip right over it. No, I'm going to go around it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I done seen that you tripped and fell. Why would I trip and fall over the same thing I just watch you trip and fall over when I could just go around?
Right.
Everybody.
You know, it's so crazy, and it's so crazy and hard to try to get people to understand that small, basic, common concept right there. You know, that's your whole job is to get your kids to walk around with shit because you've already been there.
Right.
They think in their mind says they so grown and they know this.
Yeah.
They combat you on everything,
And they gonna follow right behind you and trip and fall.
Sometimes it depends. It depends on how many times it takes them to trip though, because you know they gonna go through a little sparse and then bump their head, but you just try to keep them from making ultimate decisions that's gonna create
more issues,
right?
Down the line, you know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
Because it's the mental that really hold everything together, and your heart, your mental and your heart and your spirit, like that's what hold everything together. I feel like when drugs, alcohol, other people, they can alter that. Right. That can all be altered at any time. You know what I'm saying? At any time.
Yeah, true indeed.
So
at this phase of your life, being that you been in abusive relationships, lost loved ones, where are you at right now in your life, and what inspires you to keep going?
Man, I'm happy. I roll in my bed, chase myself around my own bed at night. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about. I feel safe. You know what I'm saying? I feel great. Like, I just feel like my mental is what pushed me through. You know what I'm saying? And seeing other people go through stuff, you know what I'm saying, kind of helped me push through and keep going because life is so short. You know what I'm saying? I'm just still blessed to be here. Like, It's people that make it here.
Right.
So why sit around and complain when people ain't even make it to where I'm at? So when even with the little Trump thing, they talking about no food stamps. We black people, we been struggling. We come from struggle.
Right, for sure.
Like,
know how to make it.
yeah, we gonna make a way. Like, why y'all sitting up here acting like the white people? Because this is for the white people. This ain't like we at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the foreign man and the white man's fight. We the black niggas. We been at the bottom of the barrel. We been knowing what struggle is. We gonna be able to make it through this. You feel me? Like, so it's not that bad. So I don't feel like these times right now, I feel like what you've been through in life is gonna show how you be able to navigate to the stuff that's going on in the world. And y'all need to get uncomfortable around this.
True indeed.
It's just simple. Get uncomfortable because everybody comfortable.
What is it? What if it was just to make America work again? Because there's some lazy motherfuckers over here. You saying?
Yeah, I kind of feel like with that, man, we rely too much on the government, and we need to get back to
working and thriving.
And but also being a team with one another, like building the village with one another, where everybody took care of everybody. Because there was times where I ran away from home, and maybe it was wrong or not, but I would go over to your house, and your mom would feed me. You know what I'm saying? And it was times when I was doing wrong.
Still got that. You might still got that.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm thinking about how he probably thinking.
But it's a dynamic of with the way that it's going on too, because these days you got the parents. Like, I'm the parent that the kids, they could come to my house, but they got to be doing the right thing when they come to my house.
Right.
So they're not going to come. They're going to go where it's easier for them to do whatever they want to do.
Right.
Where there's no structure, there's, they can run in and out. You can't do that at my house. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely gonna come into a place where it's disciplined.
Yeah, like we could run in and out of my house, right? But we had discipline. It wasn't they about to run in and they get shot at niggas. That wasn't going on.
But I'm saying, like, that's what creates the disconnect. That's where we can't unify it, because she on one spectrum, she is, I'm cool for y'all to come over and do the right thing. And the other parent is, hey, y'all can come over here and do whatever y'all want to do. So the parents is going to bump heads, so they can't unify. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like at this stage in America, where we are right now in life, we need to be unifying and coming together and trying to support one another and build a foundation where everybody can thrive.
But you know what? They come when they need me.
Exactly.
They come when they need me. When Devon need business took care of, you know who he come to?
Mama.
His mom. I'm okay with it, though.
That's right.
I'm okay with that.
Right.
I'm not mad about it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta come back to the powerhouse.
You got to.
Yeah, you gotta come back to the source. Yeah, you got to.
Like, that's just what it is.
And that's something that Rocky was saying the other day, man, that, no matter how old your kids get, man, they still gonna be your child, and they still gonna come back to the source.
Yeah.
Like our son got his car stole, and he ended up calling her at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Now she can't do nothing, but still, you want to let mama know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the first person you need to call.
Right.
So that's a beautiful thing to have that relationship with your children, and for them to come back and revert to you and seek counsel from you.
Yeah.
Like, even with his life coaches, like me being able to work with his life coaches and different things, like these guys, they done been in prison and did time. You know what I'm saying? And they want to give back to their community. Force Detroit,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you heard. But yeah, like, those are black men that want to help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They in the hood keeping the beef down.
Right.
Because they know half of them young niggas mamas and daddies, because they done grew up with them. So they like, y'all ain't even got to do this. We over here trying to keep the peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see y'all kill each other and be where we had to be. We trying to tell y'all what our mamas was telling us, and we wasn't listening. So we, as the young men that went through it, trying to tell y'all, like, come on, big dog. Like, You don't even need to be doing this. Go ahead and get you a meal rights or some type of trade. You ain't gotta go to college. Just do something like.
This is where it needs to start. You need to just go back and holler at the parents first and foremost. The head of them households. Who all housing these young niggas? If that was the case, all the problems and stuff like that. And I get to your parents first because I know y'all gonna come out here in class. Be on y'all ass because these people is expressions of y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
These are the people that when you send them outside of your home, it's what you taught them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if they bust a window or anything, especially the little ones, they do anything, who they looking for? Your parents.
Exactly.
So you coming outside in my consciousness, basically, in so many words. So this is who I am in so many words. You know? You mean tell me you send this little demon out here in the world and then you house this nigga after he done killed another little innocent ass little baby around the corner? You house this nigga back like and cover and shield him. But you really deep down inside you enabling that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because these are an expression of you. This is what you're teaching them at.
For sure.
Nah.
And that's what I try to tell my son. You out here trying to rob people or do any type of thing of that nature. Just know you got a mama, nigga. Just know that. You got a mama too.
Right, for sure.
That's just what it is.
Right, for sure.
Somebody can rob me. Somebody can kill me. Somebody can do same. You being a little nigga can do the same thing to me that you about to go do to somebody else. Sister, brother, cousin, it don't matter.
Right.
So just know while you out here making decisions to do something to the next person's mama, sister, or whoever, just know you got one too. You got a sister, you got brothers, you got a daddy, you got a mama, grandmas. You know what I'm saying? You got people.
Yeah, for sure.
So don't think that, karma ain't, you know what I'm saying? I done seen karma happen to the best of us.
Yeah, true indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Because even with the mom, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was karma for my brother. Angry. Not wanting to, you know what I'm saying, change your personality. Or, I feel like he was always the same. The mom never changed, if you think about it.
Yeah, now you put it like that.
If you really think about it, like, he never really
right.
changed. You know what I'm saying?
You're
My
right.
brother, he remained the same. Like,
You're right, he did.
you know what I'm saying? Even though he was a family type of guy, you know what I'm saying? At heart, you know what I'm saying? He definitely was a family guy, but he just didn't take no shit. He don't want you looking at him for too long. What you looking at, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, bro, come on. Like, chill. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that was he had to be that way only because he was the oldest. He ain't had no big brothers or no big cousins. You know what I'm saying? We come from a whole nother state. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got his homeboys, but you know what I'm saying? When you by yourself, you still got to stand alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
good.
I just feel like him being tough is just what took him out.
Damn, yeah. I ain't think about it like that either, but now you say that, yeah, I do. I get it. So, do you feel like you discovered your purpose in life, or you still searching for it?
I'm still searching. I'm a school teacher now.
Oh, you're a school teacher? What is it like being a school teacher?
What grade you teach? First for my
kindergarten.
Kindergarten, okay. Yeah.
Yep, I ain't want to.
You ain't want to do nothing else.
I mean, but now I'm just like, I don't even know. Maybe the other kids or older kids probably would be better to deal with, because these kids, they fight and look, broke one of my nails. Nail was bleeding. I'm talking about gushing out blood. You know what I'm saying? But you see the trauma at that early age. At that early age in them homes.
Wow.
Kids starving for attention when they come in there. Parents getting arrested, driving cars. That's trauma for kids. You know what I'm saying? They parents going to jail.
Right.
They was just in the car driving you, looking back like, hey, baby, you all right? And then the police pull them over and they got to get out the car. And yeah, that's trauma. Like, one little boy came in trying to swallow blocks, telling him he don't want to live, he want to die because his parents was fighting. Stuff like that. Like, I just be like, man, I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
Because people, because this just basically show you how messy the parents is. If that's the case, because these are the little recorders.
Right.
These are little recorders. These are like a little. You go back and replay what you're doing and everything you saying at home.
And then they like, we gotta do a house visit. Yeah.
That's why they listen to the little recorders.
We gotta do a house visit.
You know
what I'm saying? CPS about to come to your house because baby boy trying to swallow blocks.
Right.
And he said you just got beat up. Is that true?
Right.
Because
what kind of blocks you try to swallow?
The block like the wood blocks, the wood ones, not the Lego blocks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
wood
is.
blocks.
That is, man. Because for a child to try to do that, man, they must be. It got to be a lot going on.
4 years old.
A kid, man.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, putting stuff in their mouth is kind of like.
But to consciously know it is something
and
different.
And you saying it out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Say that is so crazy. That's
yeah,
crazy.
It is.
That's crazy.
That's very crazy.
2 little boys trying to kiss. They don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? But these days, you don't even know if they know. And I feel like we don't give kids as much credit how smart they really are.
Facts.
We don't give them as much credit. They smart.
I give them credit.
If you would have heard my nieces today, you would have been amazed. You would have been cracking up like, bro, really? I had to say, the little 3-year-old, she manipulating already. She know how to manipulate. Like, how you know how to manipulate at 3 already? You telling your sister, yeah, you ain't my favorite sister.
Because babies is born into sin.
You ain't my favorite sister.
Your sister
10. You 3.
Right.
You got another, so basically the 6-year-old sister is her favorite one. But she telling the 10-year-old, you ain't my favorite sister. Like, what?
Hurt her feelings. Oh, that's funny.
So I asked her, I said, so Maya, I said, you got a favorite? I said, so Maya, you got a favorite sister or brother? Because I had my favorite brother is Mark. Money.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. That's my favorite brother. I mean, Washika and Damon was her favorite brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all got our fave.
Yeah, true indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Washika, since Damon passed away, you know what I'm saying? Washika and Lamarck, but now she telling me she don't even want him.
She tired of him too.
Yeah, because you didn't let him get away with too much stuff. Y'all coddle him. My mama coddle him. That's why I feel like my brother is the way that he is. He's the baby. They always do that to the baby.
Yeah, for sure.
They always do that. It'd be like the baby always get hit hard.
Yeah, they do.
That's how I go.
The baby get it the worst.
The baby get it the worst.
That'd be me. Always get the turkey ass. Mr. Turkey.
You the baby?
Turkey ass. Turkey ass. Straight up.
I mean, that's just how I see it. Like, from friends to families to my family, the baby always get it the worst. For whatever reason. I don't know why.
They built the last. They the tough.
They
gotta do all that shit that coming from the top. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's coming from the head honcho from the family. I mean, from the household. That might start with your pops or your moms. You know what I mean? Only trickle down to the brothers and everything. But that's a lot of weight.
But I never, one thing I can say, I never heard my dad call my mom out her name. I never see my daddy raise his hand at my mom. I always seen love between them two. You know what I'm saying? And like, even if I knew they was mad, they would go in the room and we'd have our ear to the wall trying to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't even know as a woman, why did I even allow a man to even put his hands on me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like me seeing things from my own lenses is what made me accept that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I ain't never seen that with my mom and daddy. Never, ever, ever. Nope, never heard him even curse. For real, though, if you really think about it, like, I really never really heard my dad cuss really too much.
But can I ask you a question? Did your parents ever like when you talk to you about when it come down to dating,
Mm-hmm.
what to look for and what not to look for?
Oh yeah, but of course, you
One
ain't
ear and
gonna
out the
never right.
other.
Of course, you know what
You
I'm
gonna
saying.
automatically do the opposite of whatever your parents tell you
Always, I feel like that's always
to do because you just feel like they don't know nothing when they know
right.
everything.
Pretty much, I
Yeah.
ain't listen.
That's what it
I
is.
didn't listen
Yeah.
for real.
Hey, so
That was against tradition. If you take
yeah,
your
for
ass,
sure.
it's against tradition. So,
Say against. Oh, I got whoopings.
I'm talking about not from the parents.
Talk about life.
Yeah, just in but definitely these days chastising ain't even whether it's verbally. These kids get mad at verbal discipline.
Yeah.
You can't even verbally like. I feel like I had the best of both worlds because my mom yelled, screamed, cursed. You know what I'm saying, and beat.
Yeah.
But my dad verbally disciplined us. Like he ain't. If Dad whoop you, if Randy whoop you, you did
So you
you did something bad. Like the time I had some boys in the house. Got whooping. Mm-hmm. I can count probably on one hand how many times my dad whooped me. He ain't whooped me that many times. But I did bad shit. I deserved the whooping. I feel like I deserved it because I wasn't supposed to, like boys in the house.
Right.
And then look, they was gonna my siblings was so out cold. They wasn't gonna tell on me. But they wanted to blackmail me and tell me that I gotta wash dishes for 2 months. I said, oh yeah, y'all can go tell. At 13. Yeah, y'all can go tell.
I don't get it. That's gonna hurt worse. That's gonna hurt worse in 2 months.
So you ain't about to be nobody slaving on 2 months. Say, go ahead, take that 5-minute ass whooping and be free your mind. No, for real though.
What? They trying to blackmail me.
No.
The mom was in on it too.
So
He was in on it too. Man. He let, because Washika was, like I said, Washika was his favorite, so he let sis. He let my siblings, my oldest brother out cold with his shit. He said, I ain't gonna tell on you. He said, but I'm gonna let your siblings tell me what I should do. They said, oh, she gotta wash dishes for 2 months. I said, oh.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So you wouldn't have got the bill for Randy, like.
My mama was sick. She was sick. Because, you know, she used to get sick with her diabetes sometimes. So she was sick. She be trying to drink. You know, my mama really not a drinker. You know what I'm saying? She try to drink, run her sugar up. She in there sick, throwing up. She been down for 2 days. I'm trying to sneak some little boys in the house. They done caught me and told on me. I said, I ain't washing dishes for 2 months. Y'all might as well go ahead and tell on me. I got that little, they call it the merry-go-round whooping. That little table, in the kitchen, they had the little bars in the middle with the little plate, with the plate around. Man, I try to go up under that table. My daddy was turning that motherfucker around. Turn the table, spinning that thing. They call that the merry-go-round whooping to this day. Oh, we call it the all-over whooping because we used to get whooped in our hand. We never really got, like, whooped all over. You know what I'm saying? When you get whooped all over, that means they really trying to break that spirit. You feel me? Your spirit. Like, yeah, you did some bad shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but, like,
sure.
in the hand, we used to get whoopings because when one don't tell, because we used to stick together. When one don't tell on the other, we all get whoopings. That's how it went. She'd be like, you ain't gonna tell on your brother. I know he did this. I know you seen it. You don't want to tell. I'm whooping your ass too. Y'all all lying. She used to be like, line up. You said you how old? I'd be like 11. Hold that hand out. I hold the hand out. She said, if I miss, I'm adding on 1. She said, and if you take too long to put it back out there, I'm adding on 2. Ooh, when she missed that mug, when you hold it out, and you yank it back before she hit it. Oh, no way.
That's
So you got someone coming, huh?
Hey, she about to work on me. She's got to work on me.
For real, like we used to get whoopings for sure. Like it was definitely discipline in the house.
That was the time when they was definitely, disciplining you and getting you adjusted to life. Because like I always I hate to say it, but I always go back to Bible verses. The Bible that say whip the child.
Spread around, sport a child.
You know what I mean? So this is where they got it at now. They telling us don't beat the kids and then just let them play video games and shit like that. So you just create a whole little parasite in your house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now when you challenge it, now that you got a dark kid in your house telling you what you can and can't do in your home.
Right.
And it's like you raising a little child that haven't. That's why they so fragile out here now. And that's why they can't stand a nigga call them a bitch or a hoe. You know what I'm saying? They ain't grow up scrapping.
Words
yeah.
hurt. I'll be like, y'all. I'm like, words hurt.